Sam, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've been a fan of your work for decades now, and it's a pleasure to sit across from you and talk about a Marvel movie. Welcome back to Marvel.
Welcome to my show.
I saw the first 22 minutes of the film. You come out swinging with some big action sequences, some emotional sequences, eye-popping kind of monster violence is what I'll say without giving anything away. How far did you get to push it with some of like the action and the scarier elements of the film?
Well, fortunately, that's really what Kevin Feige and Marvel wanted to do. They wanted to make Multiverse of Madness their first Marvel entry into the horror film, like kind of dipping their toe into the water. But it wasn't supposed to be like earth-quaking, ground-shaking, terror. It was supposed to be the kind of horror and scariness and spookiness that you'd find in a Doctor Strange comic.
I remember the Spider-Man sequence when Doc Ock comes to life and tears apart the operating room. That scared me as a kid. Does that compare?
That is a little more intense than what we have going on in Multiverse of Madness.
That was a brilliant sequence, and I can't wait to see what you did. You reunite with Danny Elfman after you guys did the iconic score for Spidey years ago. And I'd love to hear about what it was like to build on Michael Giacchino's Doctor Strange music with Danny.
I loved Michael Giacchino's Doctor Strange music, and I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to work together, but I need Danny Elfman by my side. He's like my brother, my long-lost brother. And he's really a storyteller. He helps me tell the story with his music. But it was wonderful. He loved the Doctor Strange theme, and he incorporated it into his musical score, which was so funny for me because that composer incorporated some of Danny's pieces into No Way Home.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. When you did the Spider-Man movies, you were operating, that was the whole universe there was your canon. There was no like other stories going on. And now you do Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is a big piece of a massive puzzle. How do those two experiences compare when you're fitting into it? Do you feel like maybe because it's the multiverse, you kind of also now get to make your own rules in a way? What was it like?
No, I'm trying not to make my own rules, I guess, except with the multiverse, which is new. I'm trying to understand what Marvel has done and the characters that have been created and loved and where they were, where they're growing to, and present the next logical chapter in that continuing saga.
We've come to love a lot of your work because you have a very distinct directing style. We love those smash-ins. We love the tones you set.
Right.
At what point in the film would you say we should look out for what you would say is your proudest, this is Raimi, this is your touch, you got to do your thing here?
Well, I don't really have a sequence like that. I tried to not make it about me, but make it certainly as exciting as possible, be true to the characters, and really please the fans. And I think I hope I succeeded, but it's not really about a Raimi thing.
Sure. The trailers have shown us some pieces that people think are big reveals, maybe some cameos and stuff like that. How much have we seen so far?
Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Do you get to have a hand in cutting the trailers?
No, I did with the Spider-Man movies, but not here. Marvel really has that set up very well with Disney. They're excellent at their marketing. It's very complex, and it's advanced to the point it's beyond my ken.
Sure.
I do give notes. They may or may not listen to them.
Fair. Yeah. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness was originally slated to release before Spider-Man No Way Home. Did the release date shift? Like, how much did that affect your story here and the work you were doing when they swapped dates?
It changed. I think that America Chavez was going to be introduced in their movie, so it probably changed our movie quite a bit. And that's another part of how our movie looks forward is the introduction of this young character, the star of tomorrow, America Chavez, somebody that represents really how inclusive Marvel can be, having a hero represented, from a different culture than we're used to, which is great.
What was the first conversation like between you and Tobey when you guys both were able to tell each other you're doing more Marvel?
I haven't spoken to Tobey in person yet since then. I've been just involved in this movie. I speak to him probably once every year and a half, probably.
Love it. Well, thank you so much for the time. I can't wait to see the movie. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks so much.